Hello everyone, this is iKonakona, and here I'm playing as a Dead Ringer spy on CP Mountainlab. So I am equipped with the Dead Ringer, the Big Earner, as well as the standard revolver. And so starting off here, no one seems to notice this soldier, and I try to go for him, but man, I go flying far. What is up with the physics in this Source engine? Now, why did I fly so far? Oh well, anyway. Next life, I actually managed to get over here. These guys, I'm bumping into them. They don't even notice me, so that's kind of nice. Here's a AFK. I think that's an AFK NG. I guess he came back right when I was shooting at him. Take him out here, and yep, just sapping his stuff. Take one shot, yeah. I know when you sap something, you're actually supposed to like shoot it with your revolver to, to destroy it faster. But sometimes I forget, and I'm just not paying attention. I just like to watch my sapper go to work. Now I see that we have the first point pretty much under control, and I don't know why, but the first point on this map takes forever to capture. And so I am doing a lot of acting here, just in case someone spots me from the side. I'm doing some acting and I already fooled them. So it does work on that heavy. By the way, when I was waiting for that heavy, I noticed my knife go up, but I didn't want to swing. I knew there was a spy right in front of me that had his back right towards me, but I just didn't want to swing. And so I wanted to hold it for the heavy. Here, I'm surprised that soldier just didn't kill me. I was like right in front of him without a Dead Ringer out, and so I managed to get him, so that was pretty cool. Come over here, going for the medic, and get shot down to 1 health from a sentry that I didn't even see. Luckily the sentry goes down, and I can retreat. Now I found that using the Dead Ringer, it's actually easier to use a Dead Ringer on defense. Actually, in general, it's easier to be a spy on defense. And oh, here actually, luckily I turned. The thing is, I use a headset when I game, and actually that's one of my recommendations. If you wanna get a little bit better at this game, all you have to do is get a headset or get some earphones and just play with that on. You really have to use some audio cues sometimes if you really want to be aware of your surroundings. Stuff like the Dead Ringer, even the regular cloaking spy, when the spy decloaks, you can actually hear it, and that's why I was able to turn around and prevent that backstab, is because I wear a headset when I play games, and I can use all these audio cues to help me play better. But like I was saying, I think spy is a little bit easier, at least for me, when I'm playing on defense. When I'm playing as an offensive spy, man, I have such a difficult time because of this. Look, this is the last point, and you notice that there is no really behind the enemy. And, as a spy, you would want to try and get behind the enemy. By the way, here, I see that there's not many people on the point, so I try to go for a little sneaky cap, get the health here. And the thing is, like, I want to stay alive, but if I activate my Dead Ringer too early, and oh, yeah. I wanted to activate my Dead Ringer, but I didn't want to do it too early, because if I did, I wouldn't be capturing the point. So it was, I just couldn't decide what to do there. But yeah, playing as a spy on defense I think is a little bit easier, because you can actually get behind the attacking team. When the attacking team is running, right, when they're running towards the objectives, then there exists such a thing as behind the enemy, because it's between their spawn and the objective. But when you play as an offensive spy, the defensive team, there's not much space between their spawn and the last point. You can see here that their spawn is right next to the last point, and it doesn't give me a lot of room to safely decloak, so I can't really find a good spot to decloak. Now over here, I don't know why, but I guess I figured this was the only safe place. I honestly didn't think this would work. It's just a small pole, and I'm bigger than the pole, obviously. But they don't see me. Look at that. Boom. Backstab right here, and finish off this sniper. Even that soldier all the way in their spawn area, I think he saw me, and I was probably confused as to why there was a pyro behind a pole. I know I would be confused. So now I come to the first floor, and when I take out this guy, I have to activate my Dead Ringer because I gave away my position. And you'll notice that I have to retreat to my side of the line. And again, that's because there really isn't a behind the enemy's place where I can actually decloak behind them. Their spawn is right there, and I just can't find anywhere safely to decloak. So I have to go to my side of the line and figure out a new way to get behind them. And that's either, trying to blend in from the side, which I did before, or I have to activate my Dead Ringer, be an obvious, enemy, have them kill me with my Dead Ringer out, and that'll give me an opportunity to actually go invisible. But, even if that happens, there's not a lot of places for me to safely decloak. Now, luckily, I find a spot back here to safely decloak so they can't hear me, and the thing is, I think they changed this. But the Dead Ringer like decloak sound, I think they made it so that it's a lot quieter, you know, at a closer range. Like before, you could hear it across the map. I remember when the Dead Ringer first came out and someone activated it, man, you could hear it from so far away that it was so obvious. But I think now it's a little less obvious, and you can actually, you know, get away with decloaking with the Dead Ringer relatively close to the enemy. And it's good to kind of decloak in somewhere where they can't see you. Now I don't have the Sahara Spy set yet, so I can't activate the Dead Ringer really quietly. So I have to live with the loud sound. But it's alright. I mean, what I've noticed is that a lot of people who play public matches, they don't use headsets, and so they have to deal with all this ambient sound in their room while they're playing, as well as all the sounds in game. And usually, the gunshots and all that stuff in game are a lot louder than the Dead Ringer, you know, decloak sound. And so I'm usually safe when I play in pub matches. Now at this point, I'm kind of questioning whether to continue to be a spy or not, because it seems like spy, especially on this last point, is not very effective. They have so many, at least spy with Dead Ringer. Maybe I should have just switched my watch so that I could easily get behind them. But as a spy, I don't really feel like I'm contributing to my team all that much. I'm actually behind them right now, you know, I'm not really contributing all that much. I do get a kill right there, lucky kill, he was weak. But still, it's like I can't really go in there and get those sentry guns by myself. They have those sentry guns well guarded with engineers and all those people just waiting for people to kill. You know, all the red guys, they're just waiting around for people to kill. And that's usually not a good situation for a spy. It's just people waiting around. And oh, I did not know there was a sentry there. So here, next life, I actually activate my Dead Ringer here, and again I actually decloak, and these guys not really paying attention, so I do manage to get this kill really quickly, jump down, and gonna try that one again because I know that they're still out there. So again, like I said, most people who play in pubs, they don't use headsets, and so they can't really get anything from audio cues like the Dead Ringer watch. By the way, I have no idea how I went through that without getting hit. There we go. There we go. I was kind of like, I was just holding it out there like, hey, Heavy, hit me so that I can go invisible, but he didn't, so I had to go back in there on purpose and get hit. Now you'll notice that we continuously try to get this top room, and that's because this top room is a huge power position. Not only does it give you a height advantage over the enemy on the last point, I mean, you're basically above the entire enemy team if you're up here, but it's also a good place to hold up and build Uber, you know, just wait until it's a perfect opportunity to go in and push for the last point. Now I thought I could fool that engineer, but I couldn't with my acting skills, and he took me out. So next life, I really want some revenge against these engineers, so I'm trying to go for them, and I fall in the pit! The enemy team just didn't even need to do anything, I just gave them that kill. Oh, that was so embarrassing. But yeah, I figured, okay, well, it's enough of being spy, and I'm not doing anything really as a spy, so I switched out the demoman, and I probably should have done this a lot sooner, because really, the counter, I mean, one counter to the sentries are spies, but the more brute force head-on counter is going to be the demoman or soldier, you know, or like any kind of Uber. So I decided to switch to demoman to see if I can take these sentries head-on. It actually works out pretty well. I'm trying to use my pipe bombs here because I just want them to roll next to the sentries. I could, you know, charge up my sticky bombs, you know, go for a long shot with my sticky bombs, but I decided to use some pipe bombs, kill the people around these sentry guns, and then finish off the sentry guns. Now here I actually realized that I'm not in such a great situation because of this. There's no medic around me, no one around me, and that door is a perfect place for people to flank me. And so, yeah, wasn't paying attention, and I just didn't get out of there quick enough. But actually, we have people on the point, and while I'm trying to go and help them, they capture the point, and we win the round. So that's today's video. If you're new around here and you enjoyed it, you can click on that yellow button and subscribe to me. Also, 2 videos you may have missed. On the left, I play as a huntsman sniper on Egypt, doing pretty well. You know, I'm learning to aim with the huntsman, actually. And on the right, some soldier, demoman, and medic on King of the Hill, Asheville, a custom map. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.